Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the rules of cash flow and how the basic game works. So this is Cashflow 101. So to start off with, we're going to have our rats, which we place just here at the starting position. And then everybody takes a corresponding cheese, which is the same color, and places that on one of these pink squares. Any of the pink squares that relates closely to a dream that you might have or something that you really want to achieve in life. Now once you've done that, you'll see that the board looks like this, and we've got different colored squares on this circle on the middle. So this is where we start. Now when you land on a green square, you can take an opportunity card. There are two different kinds of opportunities. We have small deal cards and we have big deal cards. Now small deal cards generally cost less than $7,000 and big deal cards will cost more than $7,000. So depending on how much money you have throughout the game, you can choose one of those cards. Now we also have the pink square, which is doodad cards, which are expenses that you don't really want to have. So it could be a daughter's wedding, it could be painting the house, or it could be your car breaking down. So once you get a doodad card, you have to take them, and small or big deal cards, it's your choice whether you want to take them or what you do with them. Now we also have the market card, which once you've bought an opportunity from the small or big deals, you have the chance to then sell that at a profit, or it might not be a high enough price and you might not want to sell it. So it's your choice again what you do with the market card. Now we also have a charity square, where if you give 10% of your total income, which is this amount just here, and we'll get to this form a little bit later, if you give 10% of your total income to charity, then you can roll one dice by itself, or you can roll two dice at the same time, which will allow you to move around a little bit quicker and pick up more paychecks, for example. Now, before I get to that paycheck, we've got these red counters, and what we will do is if you do take charity, because you're allowed to roll for 3 turns, we'll put the 3 counters according to your color, and each time it's your turn and you've chosen to roll 1 or 2 dice, we'll take 1 counter so that there's no disagreement on how many times you've already rolled once or twice. Okay, so now we come to the all-important paycheck. So if you land on or pass paycheck, you can ask for your paycheck, which is this monthly cash flow amount. Now, during the game, you'll be doing different things, so this cash flow amount might go up or it might go down, but each time you land on your paycheck, whatever that amount is updated is the amount that you would receive in cash. Now, very important, if you pass paycheck and the next person rolls the dice and you haven't asked for your paycheck, then you miss out on the opportunity for the paycheck. Now it relates back to real life, where we had one of our players who she used to be paid an hourly rate, and she never checked her paycheck. She never actually checked to see whether the boss was paying her the right amount, and she found out after playing Cashflow that she wasn't being paid the right amount, and she was very glad that she actually came to Cashflow to learn that lesson. Okay, then we have what we call 2 nasties. We've got babies. Now babies in real life are wonderful, everybody loves babies, but in Cashflow people don't like them so much because babies cost you money. Now if you land on baby, your per child expenses gets added to your expenses, whereby your Cashflow generally goes down. So babies will cost you money. You can only have 3 throughout the game. And then the other final square is downsized, which is where you would lose your job and you would lose 2 turns. So if you are downsized, you would put 2 counters inside, so we also don't have any disagreements on how many times you've missed your turn. So each time it's your turn, you would remove a counter as opposed to rolling the dice. And you also have to pay your total expenses. So again, whatever your total expenses is at the time of being downsized, you would need to pay that amount to the bank, even if you don't have that amount of money. Now if you do end up in a situation where you don't have enough money, for example, you need to pay your expenses because you were downsized, you can take out a loan with the bank, and that is at 10%. So you put in your loan amount just here at the bottom, and then your loan expenses, your loan payment would be 10% of that amount, which would go in here, increasing your expenses and decreasing your cash flow. Now, in order to get from this circle to the outside, what you need to do is you need to have your passive income amount, which is this amount just here, and that needs to be higher than your total expenses. Because obviously, if the money that you are earning without working is higher than your expenses, you can tell your boss that he's fired, which is the aim of the game. So once your passive income is higher than your total expenses, you can now move to the outside and start playing the outside track. Now I'd advise to just work your way out of the inside first so that you can then move to the outside, and it's quite self-explanatory on the outside. So there's no need for us to go through that right now. Enjoy. Remember that all of the money that you're using to play the game is all fake money. So whatever you do, you can try different things. You won't go home any poorer than you are right now, and you'll be learning different things by trying things that you've never done before. Okay, so thank you for coming to play Cashflow. I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to showing you how mindset will change when you play Cashflow. And I look forward to seeing you achieve things in life that you never thought possible, and to you seeing what you can do through the game of Cashflow.